Welcome to Study Loop.
For this problem, we have been asked to graph the function f of x, where f of x equals the ceiling function of x plus the floor function of x divided by 2. Now remember, a ceiling function means that we are going to be rounding up to the closest integer that's greater than the number that we're at. The floor function means we're going to round down to the nearest integer. So when we're going to do this, we're just going to find a few points and see what happens as we change x in this function. Let's start with x equaling 0. If x is 0, the function's equal to 0. And I'm going to use blue, just what stands out on this system a little bit better. So f of 0 equals 0. Now, just when it's just a tiny bit bigger than 0, so 0.00001, very, very small number past 0, the ceiling function is going to be jumping up to 1. The floor function stays 0, and so that means I'm going to be going up to 1. And I'm going to stay there until x equals 1. When x equals 1, it's going to be 1 still, but just on the other side of 1. That ceiling function is now going to jump, and it's going to go up to 2. The floor function is still 0, because that's going to be the floor of just a tiny bit over 1/2. That stays 0. So I'm going to jump up to 2. And we stay there. Let's check our next integer. When f equals 2, my ceiling function is 2, but now my floor function, the floor of 1, is 1. So I'm going to jump to 3 at that point. So that segment that we just drew has an open circle on either end. Just bigger than 2, my ceiling function is going to jump to 3. Floor function stays at 1. So that's going to go to 4. Okay. And we're going to keep, and we can keep doing this all the way through. Keep looking at each integer and what happens just on the other side. So f of 3 will still be 4. I'll have 3 and 1. Just a little bit bigger than 3. We'll call that 3 plus. That ceiling function now jumps to 4. So it's going to go, so just on the other side, it's going to go up to 5. When I reach 4, now I'm at 4 and 2. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of a pattern going here. And that is an open circle, but it's hard to see, so I'm going to redo that open circle there. So I've got a segment with an open and a closed circle, 2 open circles, and then a point. So that pattern is going to keep going, and I could extend that pattern down that direction as well. So that's what this looks like. F of x equaling the ceiling of x plus the floor of x divided by 2.